Try to take one right around in my body, in my body. Can't say I saw you around when I started, when I started. I'm a hometown hero, that's the part that I came, but I never knew if it was falling to place. I became what I wanted, and I'm still on the way.
Look at you now, I see you look in my eyes. Darling, feels like you held me tight, it took me by surprise. Promise I'm lost in your world, lost in your eyes. They shine like a diamond, caught forget all of those who you left on planes, and don't forget all of those who you left on boats. And you know you'll never make your way back home. Remember the land from which you've grown, but don't let the children in on the pain you know, or how you did the best that you could do.
Day after the breakup, I remember it was a Sunday. As I put your notes to me away, I found the photos from our first kiss. I had come to see you. We got a disposable camera, and when you came to see me, you brought photos with notes on the back.
생일
And there was
축하합니다.
number
생일
16 in
생일 축하합니다.
I was saying how I'd never quite
불어야지.
fall
불어야지.
and you wrote that you wish to be alone.
고마워라.
I fell in love when I read it. Was all I
근데 식어도 맛있더라고.
but I waited
좀 미국에 누구야? 나 맞지. 어때? 이거 여기 이렇게
that I was alone. I said it when I felt it.
안 사먹어야 내가 큰 거.
Oh, if you ever felt it, or did you ever love me at all? So what was photo number 16 in Delmar at dusk? I'm facing the ocean, hair stirring in the breeze. I was saying how I'd never quite felt at home anywhere, and you wrote that you wished to be alone.
이거랑 같은 거야? 아니야? 아니 우리 다 앞접셨어.
What happened to us from that photo was all so long ago. We call it dinner and the